Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Polygon Matic. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Now let's jump straight into the daily chart. So taking a look at the daily chart, guys, we have a Fibonacci retracement set up from the bottom here in June 2022 and the swing high in January 2022. So the bear market low and the bull market peak. And we do get the 1.618 target all the way up here at $11.50. So that is approximately what we're going to be targeting during the next bull market. So if you have Polygon Matic, or if I had Polygon Matic, which I don't as of right now, I would start taking profits around about $7, and I would average out all the way up to $11. So that's what I would be doing. And obviously you can stake your tokens or your coins in the meantime to earn passive income, which I recommend. I highly recommend that, even though I'm not a financial advisor, but that's what I would be doing. And as you can see, we are dropping out of this channel up pattern. So we had this massive channel up pattern that we created back in July 2022, and right now we're dropping down, and potentially we're coming back up to back test it as resistance there, and then have the move to the downside. So that is something that I'm looking at here. I would wait before buying into Polygon Matic. As of right now, it's a higher cap altcoin, so it is a bit expensive from this low. We're still sitting at a whopping 200% profit, and I would say just wait a little bit. I would be averaging in at this support block, so between 76 cents and 69 cents. This is a major support level that has held us back in July, back in August last year, September, October, November, December. We had a bounce from December. That was the last bounce, and obviously from there we had a massive move to the upside, a 2x, and then we had a drop down, a 47% drop already, 48%. And I think we're going to be printing lower highs and lower lows until we bottom out here in this blue support block. Hopefully we can consolidate there. If we end up losing this blue support block, that means Bitcoin has been pulling back down as well, or is pulling back down, and you can start targeting the next immediate support down below, which is going to be this yellow support trend line at 60.5 cents, and below that you have 53.5 cents. Those would be some levels to target, so you can set up some buy limit orders in advance just in case. And yeah, that's pretty much everything that I have for the daily chart. If I take a look at the daily RSI real quick, let's take a look at this thing. So obviously you see we have lower lows and lower highs on the daily RSI. The support block that we lost here is something that we've been retesting for a few times, or we retested a few times. So back in September, back in December twice actually. You could say this was a retest in March. We just wicked down below a bit. Then we had another retest in May, and then finally we broke back down. So right now we're seeing a pump to the upside. We could run into this resistance trend line, which is sitting approximately at the index of 54.8. So this would be over here. And from there, we could see a pullback all the way down here into the back to the support block at 35.8 on the index. So that's what I would be looking for. And like I said, right now it's a bit too expensive for my taste. I would be looking at some other altcoins that are much cheaper. For example, Cardano hasn't had this massive run up, so you're better off buying Cardano or something like Chainlink rather than getting into Polygon. But that's just my opinion. Now let's jump into the weekly chart. And before we continue with the video, I quickly want to mention my Patreon that's linked down below in the description. If you enjoy my content, you want to get more exclusive content, and you want to support me at the same time, definitely feel free to check out the Patreon, because you're going to get a 7-day free access on my Patreon and an instant access to all of my content since October 2021, which is when I started. You'll get access to content like exclusive weekly podcasts, and we're starting to invite guests already. We have 40 plus low cap gem posts. We have a bunch of project reviews. We have a bunch of resources that are going to help you save time and make more money with this upcoming bull market. So this is definitely a great exchange of value for the both of us. And once again, there's a 7-day free trial. Feel free to check it out. You can leave anytime, and let's continue with the video. Taking a look at the weekly chart, as you can see, we are printing lower highs. So we had a high back in January 2022, then we had a high in March this year. So this is a major resistance trend line for us to break. Once we do that, that is going to be a massive signal for us, but we need the volume to be confirming that breakout as well. So we need to see a lot of volume coming in once we have the breakout, because if you don't have volume coming in and you're breaking a resistance trend line, there's a good chance that that's just a fake out and you're going to be coming back down. Okay, so that's also something important to keep in mind. Now, we are holding this ascending support trend line that we created back here in September last year. We had another bounce in January 4 months ago, and right now it looks like we're going to be looking for another bounce here in June. Now, if we end up losing that trend line, I would hope we can bottom out in this support block, like I said, between 81 cents and 74 cents. So if I point out all the points of or all the touches that we had in the past few years. So back in June 2021 and May 2021, we had a back test of this level. Back in July and August 2021, then we had this massive area. Obviously, we did see this this fake out, not a fake out, but just a drop below that block. Obviously, that did happen. So that was a massive accumulation, or a massive area to accumulate Polygon Matic. That's what I was doing, and then I took profits when I made it 2x, I think, or 3x. And from there, obviously, we've been holding it and back testing it. And right now, if we end up losing it and we back test it as resistance, that could be a sign that we're going to be coming back down here to retest the June 2022 low, because that is still a possibility. Just because, you know, we're so high up here doesn't mean we can't come back down and retest the previous bear market low or the current bear market low. From where we are right now, that's a 57 or 60% pullback. So that's why I think it's a bit unrealistic. Even if Bitcoin drops back down, let's say to $20,000, I don't see Polygon Matic dropping 60%. Although, never say never in the crypto space, but you know, that's just a bit too much. However, if you are that bearish and you think that is possible, definitely feel free to set up some buy limit orders above 40 cents just in case it happens. But let's throw a Fibonacci retracement here just to see what the weekly targets would look like on the chart here. So $10.12. Yeah, that's approximately what I would be targeting, like a 10x from a dollar. Like when we were sitting at $1, a 10x is, is doable. That's doable, and especially for a higher cap altcoin like this, I wouldn't expect 100x or 1000x. Obviously, guys, you should know that by this point. This is a massive project, but $10 is doable, and even at that, no one's going to give you 1000% just like that. Nowhere you're going to get 1000% just by holding and not doing anything, guys. So crypto is a space where you can make a lot of money. You just have to be patient, and you have to be grateful for the opportunity, obviously, because a lot of people are getting impatient and they're getting decentivized with all these gains, because a 2x right now for us in the crypto space is nothing. When you hear 2x, well, that's nothing. But outside of crypto, that's massive gains. So you have to keep that in mind. Always keep that in mind, because you are one of the lucky ones. Because right now you have the opportunity to be buying and averaging into the markets at these cheap prices, and you're going to be taking profits, hopefully, with us here on the channel during the next bull market at these highs, while a lot of people are going to be coming into the markets and they're going to start buying those highs, and you're going to be selling off of them. That's just the way the markets work. So right now you are blessed with this opportunity, so to speak. So definitely take advantage of it. Make sure to do your own research and make sure to learn as much as possible about the crypto space. Now, that is pretty much everything that I have. Let's quickly jump into the weekly indicators here and see what's going on. So the weekly stochastic is down below in the oversold. So based on this indicator, this is a good averaging in area. So back in November 2022, or January, I should say as well, or December and January, yeah, that's the last time that we were down that low on the stochastic. Before that, it was the August 2022 or January to August 2022. So right now, this is a great buying opportunity, guys, just like we had great buying opportunities over here. Now let's take a look at the weekly RSI. What do we have here for the weekly? So we definitely have some sort of a pattern coming together here, some sort of a symmetrical triangle, and yeah, holding the support here would be important. If by, for whatever reason we end up losing it, that's not going to be a good sign, but that is probably going to mean that we're going to be retesting this low, in my opinion, because if you take a look at the price action, we had a massive move to the upside here. If we lose that support, I think at least 60 cents, but once you lose a major support level, that definitely means that you're going to be retesting some key support levels. And usually what happens with these major lows is that you print this low, then you have a move to the upside, and after that move to the upside, you tend to retrace back down to where you started coming from. And you can see that on a lot of altcoin charts right now. That's exactly what's happening. It's just that for Polygon Matic, it might just take a little longer. It might just take a little longer for this to happen, but we'll end up coming back down here, retesting that low, and then moving forward from there. That's a possibility, guys. Don't think that 38 or 40, 50 cents is out of reach for us. So hopefully that explained the situation well around Polygon Matic. Great project. I wouldn't be buying in right now, to be honest with you. I would hope for this support to be lost. I would hope for us to drop down to 50, 60 cents. That would be the ideal buying opportunity, guys. But obviously, if you really want to get into the project, you can start averaging in right now, because this is pretty much at a massive support level here that we've been holding for almost a year. So thank you all for watching, guys, and let me know what are your thoughts on Polygon Matic. I'm going to see you in the next update. Take care and goodbye.